Why traditional love is dead, why it's gone forever, why dating is dying, why relationships and general marriages are a complete shambles and a mess nowadays. I've done a lot of research on this and I've got some notes here, and you won't believe exactly what's going on because no one else has had the guts to tell you this is the problem and this is why traditional love is dead. But what do we think of traditional love? What is traditional love? Well, according to my notes here, traditional love is romance, a romantic relationship that is in a long-term commitment with clear gender roles with the man and the woman, marriage, which is binding through sickness and in health, with full commitment, no cheating, no affairs, and the goal is to have a family. And in case they can't have a family, can't have kids or whatever, they are the family, the husband and the wife, and they grow old together and they live happily ever after as an old couple, just committed to each other, committed to their roles of traditional love. Well, that is dead now. That doesn't exist anymore, with 50% of marriages ending in divorce. And in fact, relationships not lasting more than 2 to 3 years on average now, and falling apart and crashing and burning faster than ever before. What the hell is going on? Why is this happening? Well, I believe there are a few very important reasons. And the first one may shock you, and that is a rise in individualism and a rise in narcissism. I've been saying in my content for the past 4 years now that narcissism is on a meteoric rise in people. People are becoming narcissistic, more selfish, more entitled, more toxic than ever before. Not just women, men in general. And this whole idea that these people think they're better than what they are, they're more arrogant, more disrespectful, and they believe they can treat not just anyone like trash, but their partners like trash. They believe if I'm married to this person, they've just got to put up with me. This is the actual dialect and the dialogue that these people are saying. Well, you've got to put up with me now. You're married. You've got to put up with me. You're in a relationship. You have to put up with me, and therefore I'm going to take advantage of you. Men so selfish as to take advantage of weak, submissive women. Very domineering, very damaged women taking advantage of very nice, very submissive men. And therefore, there's individualism there because these people think I'm in a relationship, but I don't have what it takes to be a wife. I'm in a marriage, but I don't have what it takes to be a husband, to be a father. There are too many selfish people nowadays. And let's not even go into the singles market as well, where people are like, well, it's all about me now. It's all about my needs now. I tried love. It didn't work out for me. I got married and I got badly burned. I've heard so many stories, blah, blah, blah. It's not for me. I was married for so long and then they cheated on me. I was married for so long and I was never happy. Listen, marriage was about putting up with each other for life, but some people see that as a prison. But of course it's going to be a prison if you're with the wrong person. If you're not the best man stepping up, if you're not with the right woman that needs to step up as well, if you're not a team. Remember, traditional love in the 1930s, 40s was about marriage for life. They got proposed to within 1 to 2 weeks. They were set up and married for 70, 80 odd years and lived happy, good lives, had legacies. That's gone now. It's going now. Because why be single? Why be with a man when I don't need a man? Why be with a woman where I could just be on my own? The whole thing is a complete, utter mess. And the next reason should come as to no surprise whatsoever. When we go onto our smartphones, now we go onto the internet, what can we do? We can do anything. We can order food from our favorite restaurants. We can book trips and accommodation for anywhere over the world. And of course, if we're lucky, we can swipe on dating apps or even on social media, and we can actually find a date, find a hookup, find a potential partner as well. It's literally right there in front of you. And if you're an attractive man or an attractive woman, you will be inundated with options. Therefore, where is the traditional love here? Take, for example, a woman in her late 30s who's hopelessly single. She can't find a relationship. She can't find the love she's after. But at the same time, thanks to dating apps, she could have a hookup that very same evening. Thanks to dating apps, she could actually have validation and attention from desperate men, always messaging her, always wanting to meet up with her, and so on and so forth. Thanks to dating apps, she can go on multiple dates and have multiple experiences, multiple connections with multiple men. Why pigeonhole herself and relegate herself to one man at all. And it's the same with men as well. Men can have over-the-top standards, try look for a unicorn, and siphon out all of the other women in his way. So he tries to look for the most perfect, most unique, most wonderful woman in the world who doesn't exist. Meanwhile, rejecting unbelievable possibilities of real traditional love in a woman who might not be perfect for him on the surface, but is actually perfect for him in every other category he's after. It's a mess. But hey, why not, once you're ordering a Deliveroo, try order a potential hookup, a potential date. And even if you're in a relationship, even if you're married, these people can just secretly on the slide go onto their phones and actually have a hookup, have an affair with someone that is random that night, that day, that afternoon. And it kills the love, it kills the trust, but it's accessible, it's there. And if you are the sort of person, there are many people who are succumb to temptation, then it's just going to happen. There's no tradition there. Our grandparents never had swipe culture. Even our parents, their 40s, 50s, whatever, they never had it 20 odd years ago, 15 years ago. But now it's readily available. And here's something that, again, it might be controversial to some, but it's the declining importance of marriage. Nowadays, marriage, weddings are so glorified, so expensive, so over the top that people can just do them within, a couple of months or weeks. And, you think it's just one big party, an excuse to get drunk. I went to a wedding not long ago and it wasn't traditional. It wasn't, romantic. It was just a big party where people were getting drunk. People were just literally not taking it seriously. They didn't get married in a chapel. It wasn't a religious service either. So therefore, as a result, why take it seriously? And then, like I said originally in this video, people might want to get married and settle down, but women don't know what it takes to be a wife. Men certainly don't know what it takes to be a husband. The amount of times men will say, well, I had to step up for her. Well, I had to do this and she never gave me anything in return. Well, you don't know what it means to be a husband. Women are the same. Well, I didn't ask for this. I thought it would be easier. I thought we were just going to agree with everything. I thought he was going to be a slave to me because, he's my husband. Again, deluded. The importance of marriage is embedded in the description of traditional love. Clear gender roles. You are the woman, he is the man, and vice versa. Marriage is commitment for life, in sickness and in health. Some men bolt at the sign of sickness. Some men take advantage of their health. Some women do the same. And of course, the idea of family. But again, you don't need to have kids for a couple to be a family. A couple, two people can be a family. It's a long-term commitment. It's romantic. There's dating involved. There's sacrifice. It's more than what you see on Instagram. It's more than what you see in movies and television. It's hard, it's difficult, but it's worth it with the right person and under the right circumstances. And the importance of marriage has gone downhill. And even those who do get married get divorced in 2 years because they didn't have a clue what they were signing up for. It's sad, it's embarrassing, but it's happening. And the final reason is everyone and anyone has some form of mental health issue or commitment issue going on. Now, let's be clear. We all have problems. I've got problems. You've got problems. We all do. But that's people. That's society. Thanks to the internet, thanks to books, thanks to the self-help industry, thanks to therapy being accessible through our phones now as well, we can go deeper. We can ask those questions and look at generational trauma, look at our issues, attachment issues. There's an issue within an issue. And therefore, people can't commit and don't want to commit because they're afraid of getting hurt, or they're afraid of actually breaking their heart. They're afraid of letting the other person down. This, that, whatever. It's all a bloody excuse. I said people who have these attachment styles and issues, oh, I'm an avoidant, or I'm an anxious attachment, is all a load of BS. Yes, there might be elements of truth behind it, but at the same time, it's an excuse for you not getting committed, not settling down, and basically wasting your life away and robbing yourself of traditional love. Traditional love is out there, not necessarily with traditional people, but when one person designs it, deciphers it, and holds it as their morals and standards. If you want to have a traditional relationship, which involves a church wedding, which involves marriage for life, which involves sacrifice, compromising of your needs, and understanding and being real of what you're signing up for and what it entails, and being committed and loyal, and so on and so forth, then you can give it a go. you still run the risk of being with the wrong person who might buy into that stuff, but may say it, not actually walk the walk. But it's a roll of the dice. Traditional love back in the day existed because women were different, society was different. Hey ho. Yes, things have changed, but there are still people who are having traditional relationships, having traditional love, having traditional marriages as well. And they are happier than ever before. Do not believe the narrative that unicorns don't exist. Do not believe the narrative that most men are going through the suffering of divorce and pain. Do not believe the narrative that all women are this, that, whatever. That's all or nothing extreme thinking. There are happy people out there. There are good people out there. And if you want to be one of those people, it starts not with other people, but with you. Stop looking for perfection. Stop trying to change people that can't be changed. Just understand that you'll never be good enough for the wrong person. And above all else, if you want love, traditional love, you've got to find it within yourself, create it within yourself, and then you will attract the right person who will radiate that with you. And then you'll go on to have one of the most beautiful, most unique relationships nowadays, which was in the masses in the past. And that's why it's so sad. It can still happen. You can change it around. I'm not being deluded. It is a fact. But it all starts with us. And as soon as more and more people re-spark traditional love, hopefully we can see a shift back in the right direction over time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos. Please share this video with someone who you think would gain value from the message. Check out my course, The Power of Walking Away from Toxic People and Toxic Relationships, in the description below, and you can get 50% off my course as well. And start your healing journey now with my official channel sponsor, BetterHelp. You can also get 10% off your first month with BetterHelp in the description below. Thanks for watching.